Everything can change in a matter of days. It was all good just a week ago. We beat up on the Chicago Sky a few days ago. 35-point victory. Caitlin Clark triple-double. Indiana Fever riding high. Indiana Fever fans riding high. Caitlin Clark supporters riding high. And then, of course, the dweebs do what the dweebs do. They make up nonsense, they make up lies, and the WNBA validate the lies. The WNBA validates the nonsense. The WNBA validates non-truths.
The Indiana Fever are done staying silent, and now they are threatening to boycott the entire WNBA. According to them, this isn't about rumors or gossip. They are calling it out for what it is, outright lies. But here's the twist. No one's revealing what those lies actually are. Suspicious? Without a doubt, from secret tensions to potentially explosive revelations, the Fever are acting like they know something the rest of the league desperately wants to keep hidden. Is this a strategic power play, or the beginning of a scandal that could rock the foundation of the WNBA? Stay tuned. This story is just getting started.
Absolutely unbelievable. This dump. This turd of turds known as the WNBA, this damn league can't get the hell out of their own way. They don't get it. They just don't get it. The diva of dump divas, Kat Engelbert, she does not understand how fragile this fan base is. And by fragile, I'm referring to their level of loyalty to pretend basketball, which in this case doesn't.
Buckle up, because if you thought WNBA drama ended with the final buzzer, think again. What's unfolding is messier than your last breakup text. Here's the tea. On and off the court, the Indiana Fever, powered by the electrifying, unstoppable Caitlin Clark, have become the WNBA's ultimate moneymaker. Think of them as the league's golden ticket, packed arenas, ticket prices soaring, and a surge of new fans hanging on every play. They are not just playing ball, they are rewriting the game, injecting the kind of buzz, energy, and spotlight the WNBA has been hungry for. The Fever aren't just heating things up, they are setting the league on fire.
The number one thing you'd be talking about after that game, after that amazing performance from Caitlin Clark, the triple-double, the amazing passes, the crazy shots, you'd think we would be talking about basketball. The number one thing you think we'd be investigating is how nobody else in the WNBA has ever done anything like Caitlin Clark is doing. We should be investigating the fact that Caitlin Clark's 4 threes in that game were more exciting than, like, if you go to 2022 and check out the top 10 plays of the WNBA season, her 4 threes in that game were more exciting than those 10 plays, literally. Like, what she does in one game is single-handedly more exciting than anything we've ever seen in the WNBA.
And yet, somehow, the league, and even some of its most loyal fans, are treating the Indiana Fever like they are the problem. The bad apples spoiling the bunch. Why? Because Fever fans showed too much passion? Because Caitlin Clark had the audacity to deliver a hard, clean play against Angel Reese? Let's be real. This isn't about sportsmanship. It's starting to look a lot more like selective outrage. The Fever are bringing fire, attention, and energy to the league. And now they are being villainized for doing exactly what stars are supposed to do. Show up and shake things up.
Started all of this.
It's a flagrant. And then Chicago will maintain the basketball. Reese misses.
Okay, that was it. That noise you heard right there that sounds a little bit like a dolphin was actually a YouTuber called Flight Reacts. A laugh. All right, a laugh. That, it's my understanding, actually gets played during NBA games too. That's what it's all about, because they tried to say that sounded like a monkey.
Let's rewind and run this like a classic reality show recap. Angel Reese, crowned queen of side eyes and signature smirks, throws the first shot. A blatant nudge to the back of a Fever player's head, loud and clear. I'm here to throw elbows and walk away clean. Then Caitlin Clark responds with a solid, textbook foul. Nothing dirty, just good, competitive basketball. And just like that, the narrative flips. Fever fans are painted as the villains. The league starts whispering about racism in the stands, and suddenly Angel is elevated to untouchable martyr status. Double standards? You tell me. This isn't just a highlight reel, it's a full-blown saga.
most polarizing conversation in all of sports over the last 24 hours rather. Angel Reese, many would suggest that she overreacted, but Slick, do you have an issue with Angel Reese's reaction to Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul?
Yes. And I have an issue with the way she reacted. I have an issue with the way it's being handled by her, by the Chicago Sky, everybody involved.
Oh, the irony, Fever fans, the ones catching all the heat, are also the only ones consistently filling seats, buying up jerseys, and turning games into sellout events. In reality, they're underwriting the entire league's momentum, if not its paycheck. Meanwhile, the rest of the WNBA looks on like a bitter audience watching the spotlight shift, fast and bright, onto one breakout star and the team riding the wave with her. The Fever aren't just playing, they're reshaping the game. And some folks clearly aren't ready for that kind of change.
Thankful they kept continuing to show up for us, and they make a lot of noise. Like, they're into it. They're not just sitting there. Like, they're invested in this basketball. It's great for our league. It's great for every team that gets to come and play here. I think we've had a lot of great battles, and they've helped us win a lot of games on this floor. So, like I said, hopefully we can bring the playoffs back here and give them a taste of it, because they deserve it. It's been since 2016. So, it's only going to get better and better from here on.
You can almost hear the whispers. We want Caitlin to succeed, just not like that. Not while Fever fans are being that loud. Translation: sure, let the league grow, but only if it follows the carefully curated script of underdog narratives and manufactured drama. It's almost like the WNBA took one look at its rising popularity and thought, let's burn the house down. Starting with the very team that's keeping the lights on, and here's the kicker: it's working, just not the way they hoped. The more they push back, the brighter the Fever shine. The league's trying to control the story, but the fans? They are writing their own.
Foul on Caitlin Clark. Listen, I was at the game. If there was somebody being racist or saying shit, obviously boot him, never let him back. I would be stunned beyond belief if that was the case. This crowd, I've sat on the wood for a million games, been in a million environments. The crowd at the Fever game, little girls, families, ladies, nice crowd. You even though it's 100% false, by acknowledging we don't condone hate and not seeing that this was a internet rumor, complete bullshit, you're lending credence to this. There was none of that. It was a great crowd, a positive crowd. Yeah, Angel Reese deserved to get her ass booed when she attacked Caitlin on a normal foul.
The very fans accused of racism are ironically the same ones who have shown up in droves to support their team. So, what's really at play here? Is this truly about racism? Or is it more about jealousy, control, and a heavy dose of bitterness toward Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise to fame? Looking for drama? Caitlin Clark has become the most polarizing figure the league has seen in years. Whether you love her or not, she's the league's standout antagonist, and Fever fans have seemingly become the scapegoats for every bit of tension that surfaces. But here's the reality. Without Caitlin and the Fever, the WNBA might still be struggling to fill half-empty arenas, handing out free tickets, and enduring awkward silences. Now, the league is thriving, and yet, the very people who should be celebrating this growth are trying to shut down the excitement. While the league hesitates, the Fever keeps dominating on the court and winning the hearts of fans. Because at the end of the day, no amount of petty drama can overshadow what truly matters: the game itself. Basketball fills arenas, sells jerseys, and makes the sport impossible to ignore. So, let the Fever play. Let Caitlin shine. And maybe, just maybe, the WNBA will realize that growth can be messy, but it's always worth it.
To hone their defensive skills, last season, in the offseason, Stephanie White made it a point to drill that idea home. I mean, Caitlin Clark talked about upping her defense, and in the offseason, they picked up a lot of key defenders. They picked up Natasha Howard, who is the 2019 Defensive Player of the Year, and last season, the Connecticut Sun came in first in their defensive rating. So what did the Fever do? They took Stephanie White, they took Keith Porter, they brought in Dewana Bonner, and they said, we're doing...
All right, let's pull back the curtain on this WNBA drama that's got more twists than a pretzel factory. Enter the Indiana Fever, the team that's basically reignited the league's spotlight after years of flickering like a weak phone signal. At the center of it all is Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom who's not just breaking records but smashing expectations faster than anyone saw coming. Fans are pouring into arenas, ticket prices are skyrocketing like they've got rocket fuel attached, and merchandise sales are booming. It's every sports marketer's dream come true. But here's the twist. Instead of a unified hell yeah, let's ride this wave, from the league and its fans, the Fever and their supporters have suddenly become the villains. They are labeled too loud, too proud, and basically too much. The kind of too much that apparently disrupts the carefully crafted story the rest of the WNBA wants to tell. It's like the league's version of You Can't Sit With Us, but with basketball jerseys and some seriously questionable calls about who truly belongs on the court.
The WNBA is investigating alleged racial comments that were directed at WNBA player Angel Reese by fans yesterday at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Actually, that game was on Sunday. The Players Union says it supports, on Saturday rather. The Players Union says it supports the investigation and condemns all forms of hate and discrimination.